man, it's your big brother K-Rino. Look, question of the day is, you know how sometimes in this day and age, a lot of people look at ministers, they look at pastors and preachers, and they see different levels to it. They see guys who are running around here with millions and millions of dollars, net worths off the chain, living lavish lifestyles, living the lifestyles of movie stars and professional athletes, mansions, yachts, planes, helicopters, everything you name. And while the people that they are serving, in some cases, are struggling or are seeming to be doing pretty bad, and a lot of what has been built by that minister, by that pastor, was built on the backs of their congregations. So people who have an issue with religion, people who have trust issues with those types of individuals, they take umbrage to those types of scenarios because they're like, wait a minute, this dude is living extra, 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 and we're seeing people around here that are barely making it, yet continuing to give their money to this particular person. And in some cases, these pastors and ministers, and mega church rulers, they continue to place heavy emphasis on the people giving them more money. They say, well, look, man, hey, I need to build another wing to my church. Hey, man, I need this done. My boat needs to be fixed. And, you know, this is what I want to touch on. Should the pastors and the ministers and the preachers be on the same levels financially as the people that they're supposed to be serving? There is a scripture that says, woe to the shepherd who feeds himself and not the flock, meaning that he is getting fat. He's getting fat. He's just steady accumulating, building, 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 building wealth, but he's not giving any of that back to the people. Now, let me say this, because that is a legitimate thing that we see in the society all day long, and people are getting duped every day by crooked preachers, people coming in the name of God, and what that is doing is turning people off of religion, true religion, not the organized crap. It's turning people away from religion and from spirituality because they are letting the actions of a few dictate how they view the whole. Now, I want to say this. If you have a minister, a pastor, a preacher who is doing the work, legitimately serving the people, legitimately getting out there and making a difference and transforming life and being unapologetic in his delivery of the word, not trying to smooth things over so he won't get on people's bad sides, not trying to withhold information that's related to the times that the people need to know, but yet he's gonna tell them what they want to hear. When you got an individual that's like that, that's standing firm on it, then I believe that whatever luxuries that person um, can be afforded, they should be afforded those luxuries if you represent that person because of the representation that they're giving of a godly man to the best of their ability. You know, if you look at somebody that you represent, it could be a politician, it could be somebody in school, or whatever you put your weight behind, and you endorse this individual. You don't want that individual looking raggedy. You don't want that individual living raggedy. You want that individual to be the best in their presentation to the world because you believe that that person represents an idea that's a righteous idea, that's a good idea. So you stand up, look, I'm willing to give this person money. I'm willing to make sure that they pull up in a nice car. I'm willing to make sure that they live in a nice house, that they wear nice clothes, because they are not defined by that, and they are not driven and motivated by that. They would do the same work if they was looking raggedy. See? So this is how we should be discerning in our evaluation of who should have it and who shouldn't. See, and the key part about it is that You know, a lot of people will say, well, oh man, you know, you're supposed to be poor. And no, no, no. God don't want you to struggle. God don't want you to be poor. I won't say struggle is ordained, but I'll say God don't want you to be poor. He wants prosperity for you. And I ain't no preacher. Don't watch this video talking about, I'm stumbled up across this dude that's a no, 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 no. I'm just speaking in general in common sense. But we got to understand that there are people who have put in the work who deserve to be elevated in the proper way, because once you elevate them, they're not going to sell you out. They're not going to get up there and then turn their back on you. And if they do, then, you know, you hold them accountable. But for those who continuously push and push and push and push to get your money, but you never see any results that will be beneficial to us on the whole, then you ain't no different from a politician that lies and says all the right things and to get your vote, and you upholding, you walking around with buttons and t-shirts, you holding his posters and doing all that, and as soon as they get in office, they get ghosts on you, they catch amnesia on you. You know, keep those things in mind. There's nothing wrong with supporting a person who is striving to do things the right way. There's nothing wrong with that. And a person whose track record has proven that they're worthy of that support. See, some of these preachers now, you just got to have common sense. Some of these preachers now, they kind of peep the game. They looked at it and said, you know what? We are asking for a lot of money. Let's flip the game. Let's change the game around. And now what we'll do, instead of putting so much emphasis on telling them the money they need to get, we're going to still do that. But what we'll also do, we will tell them that their money blessing is coming. So now you have what's called prosperity preachers. These are the ones who always tell you about how your big money lick is on the way. But it's dependent on a couple of things. It's dependent not necessarily on your service to God. It's dependent on you making sure that me, God's man, is taken care of. You take care of me, I'll put in the word with you, for you with God, and you'll be straight. Gotta watch them kind of cats. Gotta watch them kind of cats. But anyway, tell me what y'all think, man. Should preachers be poor? Should they be, broke and struggling? And, you know, and don't be the foolish person. I won't call you a fool, but don't be the foolish person who gets caught up in the idea that you have to go broke in order to support a church or a minister or something like that. You don't have to do that, man. You don't have to do that, you know. All right, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. Leave your comments below, subscribe to the channel, and keep your notifications on. All right, peace.